All right, everybody, welcome back. So today we're doing menu number 18, which is beef ravioli in meat sauce. And I'm hungry, so I'm gonna get into this thing. As I always say, if y'all would like to pick up some of these for yourselves, there will be an Amazon affiliate link in the description. If you're kind enough to use that link, I may benefit monetarily. That all being said, let's get into this thing. Here's our main, the beef ravioli in meat sauce. We have Italian breadsticks, some cheese spread, the regular cheese spread, our FRH or flameless ration heater. Finally, we have M&Ms. I have been waiting to get these. I love M&Ms, y'all. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm excited about that. All right, carbohydrate, electrolyte, beverage powder, fruit punch. The sleeve for our main, which also has some nutrition information. And like I always say, I will have the calories up on the screen somewhere as I'm eating each item, and we'll do a total at the end. MREs are intentionally calorie heavy as they're for troops in high calorie burning situations. And that's why they make such good emergency food. And lastly, we have a recovery bar salted caramel marshmallow crisp. All right, this is sounding pretty good, y'all. And we have our handy dandy MRE spoon and an accessory packet. I can talk sometimes. And it has toilet paper, towelette, matches, gum, iodized salt, and a little tiny thing of Tabasco. All right, can y'all tell I'm hungry? I'm rushing through this. So we are gonna be using the FRH today, as I did not think I had enough to boil some water, and I'm so hungry. I want to get this cooking, and I want to eat those M&Ms and these other snacks and that marshmallow bar. Dude, or lady, whoever's watching. All right, so you fill water up to the fill line. Does not take much, usually about an ounce or so. I put the water in first. The packet actually says to put the water in after. I found that the reaction happens quicker if I put the water in first. So, most of the time. These are usually pretty good. I make them look much more difficult than they typically are. There it goes. It's heating up now. All right, got to move fast or I'll burn my fingers. Well, I'm gonna make it look difficult again, y'all. Here we go. But this is my dinner. As always, I starved myself all day so that I can give these the best chance possible, because I figured if I'm ever eating them as I intend them, which is as emergency food, I'll be hungry and I'll be in a situation where I need some calories. All right, it is heating up. Can y'all hear that? Y'all hear that reaction happening? From what I understand, it's a magnesium rust, it's a magnesium, iron, and salt combination. And basically it produces heat by speed rusting, sort of, is the reaction. But that being said, let's get into these snacks, y'all. All right, cheese spread. Whew. All right, so y'all see that? It's cheese spread. Tastes like Velveeta, American cheese flavor in like a pasty form. We have our Italian breadsticks, which are these little things they break apart. You get 4 of these little breadsticks. They're not a very breadstick-like texture. They're denser, but going in. There's a lot of herbs and things going on in there. Like I said, they're not a breadstick texture, but these are meant to be compact, meals that fit in a backpack, are calorie heavy. So they're pretty dense, but it's got a lot going on in these breadsticks. And sometimes those flavors work well with the main, sometimes they don't. We'll see. But if they don't, I'll be saving this and the cheese to go with the main, or each other if they don't go with the main that well. Now, the recovery bar salted caramel marshmallow crisp. Can y'all tell I'm excited? I'm excited about this. Oh, that's interesting. It's a packet in a packet. I've never had this before. recovery bar. Huh. So it looks like it's got some puffed rice or something going on. Let me show y'all. Hopefully y'all can see that. Hopefully it'll focus. Usually if I get my face out of the way, it will. Smells kind of brown sugar, malty. All right, let's take a bite. All right, it's definitely got a salted caramel flavor to it. Very strong. Good crispy bits in it. Not like a Rice Krispie. There's a fly in here. Anyway, sorry, I saw a squirrel or something. But I like the flavor. It's very salted caramel. Not the texture you'd expect from a salted caramel because all the little crunchy, puffed rice or whatever that grain is in there. But it could be oats too. I'm getting kind of a chew to it. Let me just see. Rice Crisp, soy protein crisp, oats, almond butter. Okay, so it does have oats in it too, because I was getting a little bit of chew. So it's a couple of different grains going on in there, but that's pretty good. I like that. I like the flavor. Y'all want to know what this tastes like? Y'all want to know what these taste like? I'm just going to eat a couple. Candy coated chocolate. You can pick them up pretty much anywhere. I don't get them that often. And finding them in this MRE made my day because that's my favorite. Some people really like the peanut M&Ms that you find in some of these MREs. I haven't found, this is the first M&Ms I've found and we're on menu 18. So I'm just so happy I finally found some because they're good. They're M&Ms. And time for the drink. And then I think we've tried everything except the main. Oh, this is the fruit punch. Electrolyte, carbohydrate, beverage powder. If you were in the field, you would fill the water up to the line. It's got a little Ziploc so you can zip it, shake it, and there's a fly. Anyway, but zip it, you might have to deal with those in the wild too, so I don't know why I let it keep derailing me, but I have. But whew, I'm gonna get derailed again. That fruit punch scent is strong, but yeah, you fill it up, shake it, and so on. But I have a little shaker cup so that y'all can see it. And sometimes you get to see a bunch of powder fly into the air, but it doesn't seem to be doing that right. Oh, yeah, there's a little bit. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Sometimes you can see it on the camera, sometimes you can't. I won't know until I go back to edit this later. So, very, very, very strong tropical fruit punch smell. Smells just like Hawaiian punch. Here we go. Let's shake her up. As y'all can see, a very red, dark, very, very rich red color. You can probably hear that. Fizzing because I shook it up and down the hatch. All right, should have shook it up a little better. There's still a bunch of sugar in there. Very good. Tastes a lot like Hawaiian punch. But that all being said, so that's all the snacks tried. I'm going to go to time lapse for just a couple seconds to y'all, a couple minutes to me, eat some of these snacks while my main finishes heating up. So y'all stick with it for a second and enjoy the copyright-free music. Very hot this time. That FRH did well. And the massaging it worked well too. But I really enjoy reading y'all's comments. I read all of them. I respond to them as fast as I can. And I appreciate anybody who leaves me some tips or some comments. That's one of the things I've really found that I love about this whole YouTube thing is getting to pick other people's brains, hear y'all's stories, all kinds of things. So drop me a comment if you feel like it. I appreciate it. And if not, at least give me a thumbs up or something because it will help the channel. Lets me know that people like this kind of content too. All right, so let's show this to y'all and then I'll take a bite. So here we go. Smells very much like Chef Boyardee. Got these nice little raviolis, which I'm assuming are stuffed with beef, considering the name of the meal, but here we go. I'm gonna get a few of them in a spoon and I'm gonna take a bite. I got a strange taste right at the beginning, but I think it might have been from that M&M, so I'm going to do a second bite to give it a fair shot, because that taste may have just been some leftover M&M in my teeth or something. All right, I had to take a couple of bites. I'll probably just time lapse briefly, but yeah, that initial taste had to have been the M&Ms that were still in my mouth, or just the remnants of it. But all in all, not bad. Does remind me very much of beef ravioli, from Chef Boyardee. It's very, very similar flavored from what I remember. It's been a long time since I had any of that. But let's try a little bit with the cheese, and then I'll try some with some of the breadsticks. So I'm gonna get a little big old dollop of cheese, some of these raviolis, some of the meat sauce. I kind of like that flavor with it, kind of don't. I may mix and match it some, but let's go ahead and try some with the breadstick. Breadstick's trying to break on me. All right. That's going pretty well together. Sorry, y'all. Just had a call. I thought it had it on Do Not Disturb, but anyway, it was spam, so I just swiped it away. Hopefully we're still recording properly. I'm going to check, actually. All right. Back to it. So, tastes good with the cheese, but I'll probably mix and match it some. I'm not going to dump all the cheese in there. It tastes pretty good with the breadstick, but once again, I'm probably going to mix and match some of these things and try a little bit. But what I am going to do is I'm going to open this hot sauce and try it with a little bit of that. So we got a little bit. I'm going to put it in this side compartment of this fancy cereal bowl I've got. So I just dumped all that hot sauce into that side compartment. It's an 1/8 ounce of Tabasco, and this is just like commercially available Tabasco as far as I understand. Tastes like it to me anyway. But I'm going to dip some of this in this Tabasco. Dip some of it in there, and then take a bite. I like the heat. I'm not sure the flavors go that well together. But anyway, I'm going to go to time lapse one more time, finish up my supper real quick, and then we'll do a summary and everything at the end after I've had more of a taste of everything. So talk to y'all in a few. All right, so here's the total calories right here. That's how many calories were in the bag. And I'm not going to say this was my favorite menu. It wasn't, but it wasn't bad. The beef raviolis, very similar to Chef Boyardee. But because you had the breadsticks, because you had the cheese, because you had the Tabasco, you could sit there and you could have a little bit of Tabasco. I actually wound up mixing the Tabasco with the cheese to kind of make a spicier cheese. kind of mix that up, and then I would dip like the breadsticks in it, use a little bit with it. When you mix it and match it like that, it gives it enough different flavors and textures going on that it just makes it more enjoyable. So I will say it's definitely maybe not at the top tier, but somewhere little above middle as the menus go. Definitely good though, and it came with M&Ms, y'all. So, and this marshmallow thing, this thing was good too. The drink was good. The breadsticks were good. They add more flavor, not breadstick texture, but we've already been over that. And but they're good. They got some herbs and stuff going on. They go real well with this main. Cheese goes pretty well with it. I kind of mixed and matched that, and it went well with the breadsticks. So all in all, yeah, I'd say this is one that I'd take camping. It's not like up there with some of my favorite ones, like the chicken stew. You know, the Mexican style chicken stew or the chili mac, but it's definitely just below that. Those really good menus. It's like the next tier. So thank y'all for watching once again. Please come back and check out the next one. And I look forward to seeing all of y'all. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, week, night, morning, whatever time it is. I just hope y'all are having a good one, and take care. I'll see you soon. So it's a bare edge, and I believe it's CR13 MOV steel. It doesn't say on it, but it's got the same kind of edge retention and stuff that I've had with knives that were made out of that. And I don't have the paperwork on it anymore, but it just reminds me of that steel. So I'd be surprised if it wasn't. But it doesn't say on it, so it could be pretty much anything, but it's very flippy. I enjoy it. It holds an edge okay. I have had to sharpen this one a few times, and it's stained. Like, that's actually a stain on the metal. I've tried to clean it. Not sure exactly what it's from, but yeah. So anyway, just one of the knives I carry on a semi-regular basis because I like the way it looks, and it's kind of fidgety. So anyway, hope y'all are having a great one. Take care. See you on the next one. And if you're not subscribed yet, subscribe. Later.